Hi, everybody. It's Larry here for EdLeader 560, and it's Wednesday afternoon, February 14th. And I've just been looking at your work, the curriculum discussions, finishing up the grading for the teacher interviews, and just kind of basically getting back into the swing of things. I appreciate your patience as I was dealing with some family stuff. And I'm really glad to see that you are all carrying on and doing such awesome work. Um, Couple things. One, I just wanted to also thank you for hanging in there with sort of the flow of the course. I know it's not a great flow, and that's why I've been trying to sort of every week give you some instructions and guidance as to sort of what's the best way to approach things because they're not always that clear. I think I mentioned at the beginning of the class that the course is going to be revamped completely, and so this would be the last year this version of the course is going to be taught. I think there's some good things in the course. I just wish it was put together a little more sensibly, but it is what it is, and we're trying to work our best with it. So thanks for hanging in there. If for any reason the organization of the course interferes with your learning, just let me know, and I'll be able to help you with that. The other thing is I just wanted to sort of try to connect the Johnson book and the curriculum discussion. So our work with weeks 3 and 4 with Johnson and cultural awareness, and week 5 with curriculum. And I've mentioned this a few times in the comments to you, as well as the PDF that I sent with each group's comments. So the one of the important things I think is to keep in mind. We have these different types of curriculum that Sergio Vanni talked about. The curriculum is planned, the curriculum is taught, the social curriculum, the hidden curriculum, and all those things. I guess there's just one question that I want you always to remember, and that is who gets to say what's worth learning? Who gets to say what's worth learning? We kind of take it for granted that the curriculum that we have, which is either state or standards influence curriculum, they come from the experts. They come from legislators. They come from people on high. They don't often come from you, although there are several of you who are teaching without a curriculum and essentially work, basically teaching your own curriculum. But in any kind of formal curriculum, somebody has decided what's worth learning. And there are reasons why they've made those decisions. We hear a lot about how some curriculum, Common Core, for instance, or other approaches, are really just there to be taught so they can be tested, so schools can get their accountability in order. Someone's made those decisions. Someone or a group of people have made those decisions. And whenever you're teaching anything, whether it's a book that's been selected for you, or whether it's a certain scaffolding around math, just think about who's made these decisions and what is their lens. Where are they in the social, economic power structures of the education world, the policy world, the United States, etc. Doesn't mean that they're bad. I'm not trying to say that. I'm trying to encourage you to be mindful whenever you're teaching something to say, who made this decision? And what do we think this decision was made on? And why do they get to make that decision? And why do they think this was worth learning instead of these other things that on the ground I think are worth learning? On the ground meaning in the classroom day to day. So the overall question of who gets to decide what's worth learning, I think, is a pretty good intersection between some of the Sergio Vanni readings and the Johnson reading with regard to who has the control and who has the power over the kinds of stuff that we do. And if it's not you as teacher, why is that? Okay. So that's a sort of an intellectual graduate school type approach to your day-to-day life as a teacher. I know when I was a teacher and I had my curriculum, I never thought like, where's this come from, and what are the decisions behind it? I taught it because I felt like I needed to do that, and that's what I was hired to do. Um, but we do get that sense that teachers may now have become less the curriculum experts themselves and more technicians to implement somebody else's um, curriculum. And that may be fine and that may be good. But for a graduate class, it doesn't hurt to also just raise the question, who decided this? And why did they decide this? And why these things in the curriculum and not others? I'm going to leave you with that stimulating question and to have you ponder it for the rest of this week. Anyway, I just wanted to get a video out and say hi and thank you again for hanging in there with me. And sort of the delay in grading, hopefully, will be on top of things for the rest of the semester. So that's it. I'm going to say goodbye. Have a Valentine's Day, and or else just a good February 14th. Good rest of your week, and we'll see you. Bye.